G'day Spurs fans, Paul Hotspur hippie here, the only psychedelic soccer show on the internet. So is that it now? We've finished transfers? I thought that had already been done, eh? But no. As I said the other day, as soon as the writing's on the wall and some players are realising they're not going to get any football action at all, they're climbing for the doors. Like the other day, I'm disappointed that for whatever reason, you know, it looks like these players like Tanguy and Ndombele and Davinson Sanchez had more than one offer. Clubs were happy, said nah, I'll be alright at Tottenham, thanks very much, it's nice and cosy here. So anyway, timing aside, I'm pretty happy about it. I don't really have a personal thing with Sanchez. I don't think he's as stinky in the dressing room, or he's that anti-vibe like Eric Dyer is. But that centre-back issue we've had, I think it's partly been caused by, we've got players like Sanchez clogging up the pathways a bit, and now that's gone. And everyone, well, not everyone, I've seen people, oh, we're only an injury away. Well, we haven't had an injury yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. And if we do have an injury, we're still going to have at least one decent centre half. And maybe Ange has seen something in the Phillips kid, which I'd be quite excited about. I'd be quite prepared to see what he's got at the expense of results even, you know? If it means that it accelerates his development and gets us playing better sooner, then why not? I'm hoping that Ange has seen maybe a touch of class or finesse out of Phillips, so I don't put one over. Much like we can see right now in Van der Ven. Van der Ven, 22 years old, is he? 22? It's ridiculous. He's got a call up for the Netherlands. So well done, Mickey. It's well deserved. You can just see what difference is. You know, someone who can play football in defence as opposed to someone who can't play football, like Dyer and Sanchez. Van der Ven, always great first touch, great control. You know, you can see when there's some players out there that just love the football and they just know how to control it. They've just got that extra few percent of class. So, you know, if a ball's coming into them, instead of, you know, just trapping it, controlling it, they can kind of flow on to the next move a lot easier. They know exactly where that ball's going, how to cushion it, take it on a half turn, and not be scared of other players on the pitch. I think Van der Ven's shown all that in spades, man. I think him and Romero are, they've got to be the best centre-back pairing in the Premier League. I'd say so. But then I'd say, right at this moment, Tottenham Hotspur are the best team in England and Wales. I can't see any other team that's better. Man City are, they're ahead of us, like 2 points. But we're going to beat them home and away, so that don't matter. It's just nice to be in a position where, prematurely maybe, the destiny is in our own hands in the Premier League already, which is kind of nice. Don't know how long it'll last. We're going for the double. It's nice to have this break with a feeling of optimism. Last year, I was of the opinion that when we went into the World Cup, if Tottenham were in the top 4, then we could be in the mix for, you know, Champions League or whatever. But last year it never got going, did it? We asked a few results at the beginning, which we have done before. get it under Nuno, just gives us a false league position. Whereas this year, I think we're worth every cent of our second place at the moment. I'm amazed how quickly Ange has got them fired up. But maybe he's been giving us clues to that all along, you know. He's at each club he's moved on to, he's always been pains to say that, but I've got better players and resources at this club. So it doesn't make it harder, it just makes it the same. So with our squad of better players than he's had before, maybe I shouldn't be surprised that it's it's pretty much out of the blocks, wouldn't it? Let's face it. It's like maybe 45 minutes were a bit iffy against Brentford, the first 45 minutes. And then after that, we've just been playing beautiful rock and roll football. So we're well worth our second place at the moment. I'm very excited about possibly seeing the likes of Ashley Phillips and Alfie Dorrington come into the squad. Now we've got our youth players, our under 23s, our under 23s playing with. They're training in the same way as the first team, as are the under 21s and under 18s. So if we have got a crop of young players, I think they've chosen a pretty good time to have a career at Tottenham, because I think doors might be opening. I'd like to think so. Homegrown players are an important thing, not just for numbers and quotas, but for the spirit of the club, if you know what I mean. I've always been used to seeing quite a few homegrown players at Tottenham, but we haven't got them at the moment. So seeing a few more coming through over the next few years, the likes of Dorrington, Plakotski, and then a couple of years we get Mikey Moore. Oh, tell you what, man, that's a player. That's a player. I'm feeling that there's some sort of, I don't know, cohesive plan at Tottenham. And Ange has done way better than I thought. You know, I knew Ange would do well, but look what he's had to face. No director of football. So there's no one at the club that could have made decisions about who to keep and who to sell. Unless all of a sudden people want to trust that with to Daniel Levy or Donna Cullen. In fact, is right now, we don't have anyone. There's only one person who's qualified to make those decisions. That's Ange Postecoglou. So he's been probably more involved in that side of things than maybe he's used to, or I don't know. I know he's done it before. So he's had to do that. He's had to deal with Harry Kane. He's had to work his way through a 35-man squad in short order and figure out who he wants in his squad of 25. So there's no mean feat, man, you know. He had to do it. He had to go through all the squad, because like I said, because I've heard people, you know, especially when talking about the Fulham game, throwing it away. Ange didn't need to see all the players. We already know what they're like. Well, we don't. I'll give you 100 Tottenham fans, I'll give you 100 different opinions. And then I hear things like, well, yeah, well, you know, the club should have made the calls on some of these players. You know, the Eric Dyers and some people like that. The club should have made the call. Well, the club isn't a human being, is it? The club is not a person. So if you're going to say the club, who? Like I say, there's no one there at the moment. So that being the case, there's no one there qualified to make football decisions. The only alternative was for Ange to do it all himself. And he did it. And here we are, second in the league. So well done, Ange. Can't wait to see them all come back. I'm going back to work tomorrow, which I'm quite excited about. So I'll be out and about, exciting, exotic locations. I'll see you then. Peace and love, man. Tottenham Spurs.